Yeah, we're back with a continuation of redrawing famous art pieces with kids' art utensils. I probably should have made a shorter title, but anyways, today I'm going to be using a piece from this artist named Keith Haring, who, in case you didn't know, was an artist from New York City in the 80s who focused on graffiti art, most of which had some meaning behind it, like this one. But now, onto the video. Alright, as you can see, we're on to the next section in this book. Obviously, as normal, I have the reference up at the top, right? You could just look for it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna get you this time, alright? But now that I'm looking at this other drawing I did, I'm kind of loving how it turned out, even though I used some trash materials. But I just wanted to do some words for this one this time. I tried to do it before, but if you remember, I drew this too high on the page, so that's why it doesn't look too much like the original. But now we're getting onto the sketch. So we're starting off by drawing this first person, and it seems like these characters are like dancing. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But someone who originally introduced me to Keith Haring is actually my mom, because this was a while back, but I didn't know who he was. I don't think a lot of people know who he is. Sometimes you might see these characters on t-shirts and stuff, but sometimes you don't recognize who originally created them. But as you can see, I'm fast forwarding the sketching process so we could just get through that. Now, as we're moving on to the next person, it looks like he's jumping. That's the only reason I could think of why he would be off the page. The sketching process is a little bit boring, but I put chapters in the video, so if you want, you could skip to the inking process. But one thing I want y'all to know is that you could always give me ideas for other videos. Like, I'll listen to the comment section. Just tell me what you want and I'll do it. Not everything, but the reasonable ones. Alright, so now I'm looking at this. These characters kind of look like they're getting sturdy. Like the first one right there. No, I might be doing too much, but these are some of the motions, bro, to that dance. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but one thing I really want to start moving towards is some digital art. I've seen a lot of videos on these, and I think for my first digital art video, I'll take one of my old drawings and try to redo it in a digital art form. And speaking of my old drawings, I may do a sketchbook tour of some of my old sketchbooks. Maybe this one too, or my last sketchbook that I used. So look out for that. So as you can see, I inked up that whole drawing. I had to cut that because I'm pretty sure y'all won't want to see it. Not because my camera cut out or anything and I just didn't recognize. Anyway, but now we're coloring these characters in, this is probably the most satisfying portion of the drawing. The most annoying part of this process is the fact that Crayola markers bleed into each other, so it's not gonna like stay separated. So that's like one of the annoying parts of using these art utensils. But I mean, I'm not bugging out, so you know, I just have to go with it because this is what I chose to do. This is probably the most satisfying portion that you're gonna see for this video. This one was a little bit easier than the last one I did, mostly because in essence the last one looked simple, but it's a ton of shapes that are in it, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to flesh out in terms of sketching. After everything's sketched out, smooth sailing, at least for me. As you can see, in the top of this pink character is turning into purple, so that's how that goes. Now that all these characters are done, you can't tell me they're not getting sturdy, bro. Like, I know it's not just me. Somebody else has to recognize this, bro. Because, like, what? And that last dude, he's definitely getting sturdy. Okay, I might be doing too much, but, like, I don't know. This just, it seems like this is not a coincidence for me. So now I'm just coloring in the background just to make sure, you know, everything's looking decent. Another thing, y'all need to look, anyone who's watching me definitely should look in the community, because I'm trying to post stuff there. Those are where I'm going to do my polls on like my next videos and stuff. You know I don't have that many, you know, subscribers and stuff, but you know, just make sure you do that. Now that it's done, I really appreciate you for watching. You know, look out for the next video. Subscribe, like the video if you like it, and if you don't like it, then thanks for the view. Make sure to comment and share it with your friends. Alright, peace.